Hey Gemini, how are you guys? Let's do your reading real quick. So first card out, the Chariot. This is just pre-shuffle, but the Chariot indicates a Cancer energy, but it indicates perseverance. It could be travel, something. I'm already picking up on something substantial or profound may have happened during some sort of travel that kind of brought things to a halt or stopped some energy somehow. This Chariot, you know, the Chariot is about perseverance and forward motion, but she's like, looks like she's at a stop, right? So, just pre-shuffle. Okay. Hey, yeah, there we go. Look at that, the Hangman. And it looks like it had something to do with love. So this is, again, just pre-shuffle. I've been super sick, you guys. I'm going to try and catch up and go overboard, do some extra readings since I've been sick. I had the flu, tested positive for flu, but I also had the, the C virus. I don't know if we're still not supposed to say that on camera, but okay, Knight of Swords. That's something that's coming in fast. Oh, and stable. Excuse me. My ears are still crackling. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. This is looking or feeling kind of like luxury, money coming in fast, hopefully. That'd be great. Let's lay out a full spread. Okay, for Gemini. Wow, 10 of Cups. So this is looking really good already. Love, money. Super abundance feel to this already. That is going to give you a newfound sense of freedom, independence. I think this is something you've been working toward. Oh, this might be your year for money and strength, independence. Okay, Knight of Cups and love. Your current energy feels good. Overall energy, 5 of Swords. Okay, so this is like coming out ahead after major difficulty. Person or situation on your mind leaving. I feel like this is a good thing. The 8 of Cups is leaving something difficult. It's not walking away easy. It's there's a lot of tenure, a lot of emotion involved. That's the person on your mind. So person or situation on your mind is getting out of something. Something has been extremely difficult. And this is kind of like winning it against all odds. I'm shaky. Knight of Wands. So how they view you. How this situation views you or relates to you. Passion, spunky. You know, I feel like this person is seeing you as somebody, well, the Empress is Libran energy, but it's very nurturing. Encompasses the energy of all the queens, you know. She's the Queen of Queens. The Empress is all about nurturing, self-love, self-care. This is somebody viewing you in a very high regard. And I'm also picking up patience. I'm not sure why with that Empress card. Okay, so the Star. The person or situation you're dealing with, their next actions towards you or towards a situation are going after what they really want. This could be somebody that has chronically shorted themselves. Now, of course, this could be you we're talking about, but that's in the position of the person or situation you're dealing with. Yes, I am very shaky. But remember, I've been super, super sick. Aquarius energy. This person, somebody is getting out of something very difficult that's been going on for a long time that they endured. And it was kind of almost defeated. There's an element here of almost feeling defeated. Like nothing they could do, you could do, would work. Wow. Deception, sneaking off, avoidance. So behind the scenes, what you cannot see. And I'm feeling a strong moon energy too. 7 of Swords is, sometimes it's deception. But something in the what you cannot see position, you've got the I kind of got the sneaking off. I'm done with this. I'm not even going to explain it. Something like that. Tarot's advice, the Hermit. See things from a different perspective. Don't just keep looking at it from your perspective, but looking at things from someone else's perspective. Clear the noise out of your head. This is meditative. Outcome, Knight of Pentacles. So something long overdue, deserved, is coming in. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and stable. That's our favorite knight, because why? Well, it's thought through. It's not, it's interesting. We have 3 knights here. The Knight of Pentacles is stable. You know, it's slow. Things that, you know, take time and energy have more value. They're more long-lasting. Page of Wands. We're just going to get some clarifiers. Page of Wands. That's good news. Hangman. 2 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Something is getting cut out. Something that has been, you know, topsy-turvy for a really long time. Bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. Passion. Okay. Why do we have the Knight of... Whoops. Okay. I'm feeling this card right here. So, High Priestess. Knight of Cups. High Priestess. Why the High Priestess? 6 of Wands. I feel like you're being... recognized for your ability to stay loving, even through difficulty. You could be being recognized for spiritual gifts. Okay, why are my cards half upside down? Let's see. What's this Five of Swords? Whoops. Communication. So some sort of communication that was tumultuous, or, you know, about, I'm done with this. It may be somebody that you've been dealing with is maybe you were caught up in something where somebody was dealing with something very difficult. Yeah, look at that. Somebody you love or care about was dealing with a very narky energy, I think. Controlling, obsessive energy. One more on that, 8 of Cups. Walking away from some sort of toxic connection or tie. Maybe that was being held on to by financial gifts. But there's an independence coming. How they view you. Somebody that doesn't give up. Knight of Wands. Somebody that... Look, that came out in the pre-shuffle. Or was that before I turned on the camera? The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there's an element of not needing someone else for their money anymore. Something like that. Or some sort of breaking of a tie that was... connected by some sort of gift giving or money. Look at that. Parents. Could be. King and Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Empress. They see you as they see the situation as the Empress. Choosing self, choosing self-love, knowing your value. In spite of it all, 3 of Swords in reverse. Knowing that you're better than whatever this situation is. This could be somebody, like I said, somebody that you're dealing with. But this person or you is getting out of a toxic, some sort of unhealthy tie that they once felt like they could never free themselves of. Either from guilt. This 3 of Swords is heartbreak. It's in that reverse, which is... How do my cards keep doing that? I thought they were all in the upright. We'll leave them. But the 3 of Swords in reverse, so when this, you know, in the upright, this is pain, heartbreak. But when you turn it upside down, the swords fall out and things get, you know, balanced out. So how they view or their next steps toward you. The Star. Why do we have a star? Lots of thought. Figuring things out. What do I really want? Somebody is coming to terms with, I need to be true to myself and what I really want. Look at that. Look at this. This is coming. This has been a it looks like 2023 has been very difficult, but it's coming around. And why? Because somebody's not ignoring their own needs. It's kind of has an element of somebody that can sacrifice their own self and abandon their own needs just to keep giving, giving, giving. And that turned into something very toxic. But look at that. I mean, wow, right? Okay, so what you cannot see, Seven of Swords, somebody is sneaking off, leaving. Oh, too many. Why the Seven of Swords and what we cannot see? Like I told you, the moon. Isn't that the card I was pulling when I told you I felt the moon? So what you cannot see is there's things you cannot see is what that's saying. Let's keep going. Why do we have the moon clarifying the Seven of Swords? Strength. Okay, so Gemini, I'm going to just tell you the situation or person that you're dealing with is not as strong. They're struggling more than you think. And I feel like they're having to do things in their way, their timing. Because this is self-control, patience, you know, it's like being able to tame that lion in the lamb. This person is not quite as strong and stable as you think. This is more difficult for them than you realize. Don't know why they're telling us that. Why are we getting that? I feel like there's something for you to really know about that, like maybe to be tolerant. So there is a painful ending coming, and you may be out of patience. And I'm not ever saying put yourself on hold for someone. You know, all that really matters is the situation being good for you in the now. You don't want to play the someday game, someday, or, you know, potentially this could be amazing, right? You don't hang on to that. You just focus on the now. So until this person, if this applies, can show up for you in a healthy way, that's when you put your energy into it, right? Somebody is getting out of something difficult. It's not as easy for them as you think. It's harder than you realize. Why the Hermit? Tarot's advice. I just said that. I knew it. The Temperance card was going to come. So be patient, balance. Doesn't mean you put your life on hold. Doesn't mean you don't focus on you and what you can control. But you've got something major good coming. And I don't know. Is it this person? Is it... This does kind of have a feel of, I won't be happy until I get this, so be careful of that. You don't ever want to put your happiness dependent on someone else and their decisions. Well, okay. Oops. You want to keep moving forward with your own stability and finance. This is the only way. So the only way for you to be happy is to keep moving forward in the areas of things that you can control. Like this person may be icing on the cake, but you are the cake. You have the flour, the oil, the eggs, everything you need to be a good cake. This person, or that's what you need to keep working towards. Somebody can come into your life and complement it, but it should be the icing. The outcome is Knight of Pentacles. Once the time is right, this will come together, slow and stable, and be rewarding. The King of Cups is rewarding. It's love. Looks like it's going to be a passionate new beginning, and it's going to make things better. The ending will end. Okay. Very strong reading. Let's see. Let's get an oracle real quick. So let's not forget, we did get a lot of money energy here, so make sure you put your focus on that. Let's get an Alchemy card. Where does Gemini need to grow? Student. Humility and devotion to knowledge. Openness to a lifelong learning. So this is basically, it's like you're never done. You're never done learning. You're always growing. And that kind of takes the pressure off you to when you make mistakes. It's kind of like, if you feel like, oh, I'm an expert, I shouldn't, then it's pretty hard to swallow when you make a mistake. But if you consider yourself always learning, always growing, then these, lessons or mistakes are really just lessons. I need to cough. Oh, angel. Helping those in need with no expectation in return. And I want to say that is the energy that we began with. That first energy that came through, that was you are being seen as someone that can continue to love even through trials and tribulations. The shadow aspect of this card is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Wow. Okay, let's do one more. Sorry, you guys. Look at that. Renewed. So rose quartz, a renewed or romantic love is here for you. This may be somebody new that comes in and makes everything in the past kind of pale in comparison. So it does look like you have somebody new coming in, which gives you a lot more, power. You'll be able to choose. That's always a good thing. All right, Gemini, let's talk in the comments. I love you guys. What are your goals for 2024? Let's put them in the comments and thumbs up each other's comments so that we can just add energy to it, So a manifestation in the comments. All right, I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye, Gemini.